few years ago that happened to an American pastor. Instead, the concept of falling away has a narrower focus.
Hey, good morning. Sunday morning. It's a new day. Just wanna update you guys on what we did yesterday in the hull. We got almost everything loose out. Only thing left really to do is sanding, and sanding this stuff is not good. We tried acetone to remove it, paint thinner, scrapers. Nothing seems to be working really good. I don't know what else to try. I'm afraid to put any harsh chemicals that might damage the fiberglass. So what I'm gonna do, we're probably gonna shift gears and work on the floors. Floors that be cut out. Fix the damaged portions where they ripped off of the stringers, protect the wood coring that's in there because it's in really good condition. It's no rot, anything. And we're in a very humid, wet environment. We want to seal all that off, get them fixed up, because they're going to be out in the elements for quite some time until we could get the hull done to put the floor back in. So yeah, that's what we're gonna work on today. So we got the first floor panel out, getting ready to do some work on it. The original core seems to be intact, pretty dry and solid still, but we did rip off some of the glass when we took it off the stringers. You could see the areas where it was bonded to the stringer, and we kind of ripped it, as well as delaminations running across. Yeah, and that wood in there is definitely rotten. So we pretty much just getting this to a state to where it's fully sealed and can't really be damaged anymore by moisture, in order to preserve the core.
Alright, so the plan was to just cut along here and keep everything from here up. But as you can see, this is rotten. It's got bugs inside the wood here, so all this gotta go for sure. For sure, for sure.
Alright, yeah, I just want to give a shout out to some people who were very generous and donated some supplies for us to get the project moving on. Two in particular, one is Tony and one is Ron. Tony's a good friend of mine, and Ron is just like a member of the family. He's very close with us, and Ron basically gave me all this cloth. It's woven. There's probably about 4 or 5 yards on here, and this chop strand gave it to me. Also gave me 10 gallons of polyester resin, layup resin. Tony donated me all this woven. This again, that's probably about 4 or 5 yards. And then we got this finer woven mat. Again, this is quite a bit. That's a lot. That's probably about 3-4 yards altogether. These are some offcuts. Not sure how I'm going to use this. As you can see, it's just a fine woven cloth, finer version of this. Maybe I could use it in place of chop strand in areas. We'll figure something out. You know, we're off to a good start. So again, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it, and this is gonna go a long way, definitely, to get the hull intact, the stringers intact, and all the structural work done. And I basically know how to pocket to me. So really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Final product. Gotta put a layer of chop strand from front to back now. Let me give you an update on what's been going on. We've been doing some repair work on this floor. This patch of wood was rotted out. We peeled off all the loose chop strand that came loose when we were taking it up. Pieces that stuck to the stringers real tight. So, and this is what we're left with. We sealed it all up with a coat of just resin to protect it from moisture and rain. You could see we chose to just build this back up with fiberglass instead of putting wood in it. Mainly just to practice working with the cloth and the resin, see what kind of working time we have. They filled in a a lot of the grooves with thickened resin. Also laid some cloth in this seam here just to stiffen it up a bit as well. So here we need to stiffen this back up. This had a half moon piece of fiberglass that was attached to it that was coming off, so we just took it off. We're gonna stiffen that back up and probably attach that back to that piece. More than likely we're probably gonna build this back up with a little bit of that fiberglass as well. Seeing that we have cloth and we don't have wood, seems to be a good option right now. You can see it's still wet. If we can get it dried up enough, we could do some work today. Alright, so here's the piece that came off of here. As you can see, it's just a cardboard tube they cut in half, laid it down, and put some chop strand over it to stiffen it up. This is where they originally cut the floor to fix the port side stringer, and put it back together. They notched that out, so we'll probably clean this up and just lay something back down and reattach it. Alright, so we got one layer of our fine mat down. We pieced them together. I think it's good enough for what we're using it for. So all this plywood now is completely sealed. Right? Over here as well. And then this sets up tomorrow. We'll probably go over this again with a layer of thick chopped strand mat. That's enough?
Yep. We can mix it for about 3 minutes.
I don't know, about 3 minutes. Okay, our first real test. First piece here came out okay. Back here is where we first started, and we got a couple of air bubbles in there. So as we progressed, we got better and better, and we got a really good, almost bubble-free laminate going towards the back. It's not as easy as it looks. It's a challenge. We learn some better techniques. Instead of pouring out the resin on top of the dry cloth, we figured out that if we roll it on the dry cloth, it spreads and saturates better. That's what we did on the back here, and the back came out much better than the front section. So that's the first side done. Next side next. Next is next. By the time he's cutting that out, let's pour out some resin. How much resin he's pouring out? Alright, I think we're gonna wrap this one up here. Video is getting kind of long. So what I'll do, I'll start the next video with the end of this video and continue where we left off. Once again, as always, thanks for watching. Look forward to producing more riveting content for you guys in the future. And well, that's all for this one. Bye.